It's so interesting how wonderful it is when we allow God to direct our lives. So I was in 2020 at the National Religious Broadcasters Convention. You were there, weren't you?
Yes,
Right
indeed.
before the
Right before
pandemic
yes.
occurred. It was a big, huge event, and I was there with SEPA. I was a member. And Sarah Baum, the owner and director, she founded it in 2004 to help authors to get off the ground, and so she founded it. I asked her, well, what were your plans for 2020? She said, I'm retiring at the end of the year, and I have been praying for a replacement. This has always been God's association. I've put it in his hands. I prayed for her with her new ministry, never thought a thing about it. That night, the Lord woke me up in the middle of the night, and like Jacob, we wrestled because I'm like, Lord, I'm working on marketing my own books. How can I do this? And it's like every opposition I had, like Moses, I can't speak, I stutter or whatever. He's like, you have this resource, you have this person, And so I called Sarah the next day, and we started making plans. And then a year ago, I became the director and owner.
That is awesome. And you have a vision and mission statement. You have a statement about your values. And in your mission statement, you say that you want to help authors get their God-given message into the hands of more readers. The values, serving others as if you were serving Jesus. So as we close, Susan, how important is it for an author to actually have a sense of his or her mission, to be able to really define what God has called them to do?
And that is hard. It took me like 5 years to understand my mission and my genre. And I tried a lot of different things. And I was in a writers group. I was in Word Weavers Writers Group. That's at word-weavers.com. And my group helped me to understand, Susan, you're the healthy living lady. You're a health nut. You got an RN. You got a master's in health science. Your mission, and so they helped me to define it, to inspire others to improve their health. And then when this other opportunity arose for me to help authors to get their message out, I listened to God's calling. It wasn't without a struggle. And I knew it was from the Lord because I didn't really choose to do this. But he opened it up for me. And so just think of how wonderful it is to help 500 authors get their message out. How much more is that than the one book I can do a year?
It's multiplication for the sake of the
Yes.
kingdom of God. So, Susan, as we wrap up, take our listeners to the website for CIPA, the Christian Indie Publishing Association.
It's at christianpublishers.net. And if you want a shortcut, another website is cipapodia.com. That's cipa.podia.com.